Hey, so I don't know, man. I don't know a lot about a little a lot of shit. I don't know a little bit about a lot of shit. So I keep getting hit. They keep hitting me, asking me. Hold on, turn my fan on. I keep getting hit. Let me turn this off too. Hold on. I'm turning off everything so you can make sure you hear me. Everybody keep asking me what I think about Dave East and Faizon Love beefing. Faizon Love then said that Dave East was a fake crip, a fake corny crip, if I'm quoting right. And what I think about it. The fuck you think I think about it? That ain't none of my business. That's crip business. Ain't none of my business. Wait, man, for real. And I'm gonna say this. Man, my daddy gave me these morals. I don't know where he got the morals from, but my daddy gave me these morals. I'm from East Oakland, California. Hey, I did 10 years in Richmond, California. At I was I was 17 when I moved to Richmond. I didn't move out of Richmond until I was 25. So Richmond really, I stepped off the porch in Richmond. From 17 to 25, I was in Richmond. And then I moved back to Oakland. Before that, I was in Alameda. I don't give a fuck where I was at. My daddy gave me these values. I don't give a fuck what city I was in. Hammer gave me these values. My father gave me these values. Hammer gave me these values. I don't give a fuck about nothing that nobody's saying. That ain't none of my business. That's crip business. That ain't none of my business. So I don't know about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's between them. Whatever they got going on in that crip set, that's them. I don't know about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You can't ask me about none of that because I don't know about none of that. That ain't Haji Agent 8 business. That's crip business. So I'm gonna stick to Haji Agent 8 business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm talking about? That's how my pops raised me. Mind your own or your own gonna remind you. 40 said that too. But before 40 said it, my daddy said that to me. Man, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Hold on. This might make it this might this might make y'all believe me a little more. Cause now I can see. now I can see. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That ain't got nothing to do with Haji Agent 8, the agency brand, the Haji Agent 8 brand, or the Agent 8 show. So stop asking me about that. That is crip business. I am not a crip. That's crip business. I'm not a crip. I don't know nothing about that. I don't give a fuck about none of that. That is crip business. So Dave East being a fake crip or Faizon Love saying he a fake crip or Dave East being a real crip or Faizon Love disputing that he a real crip ain't got shit to do with me. And nor do I give a fuck. That's they business. Crip business. It's not Haji Agent 8 business. So I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like I said, Pops raised me. In this game I got from Pops. I don't give a fuck where I've lived in this world. Mind you, I've lived in Oakland, Alameda, Richmond, back to Oakland. And then I skied out to somewhere else. I ain't gonna tell you where I'm at now. But ain't none of this shit got nothing to do with none of that. I got all this game from Pops. All this game from Pops. This game come from Hammer. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't none of my motherfucking business. You know what I'm talking about? I mind mine and I ain't gotta worry about my own reminding me because I mind my own. You hear me? I stick to mine. I mind my own. So I don't gotta worry about my mind reminding me about shit because that ain't none of my business. This ain't man. That ain't. I'm not involved in Crip business. That's Crip business. I'm involved in Agent 8 business, the agency business. I'm not involved in the Crip business. So Faizon Love can have funk with Davies. Davies can have funk with other Crips. That ain't shit. That ain't got shit to do with me because I ain't no Crip. That's Crip business. I mind my business. You know what I'm talking about? I mind my business. Do you hear me? So don't ask me about that no more. Stay out my DMs. stay out my instant messages. Stay out my DMs. Don't hit me on Facebook asking me about none of that. I got a podcast. I understand that. But I talk about shit that's relevant. I talk about shit that I want to talk about too. So it's relevant, but I don't want to talk about that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I talk about my motherfucking business. Or shit that's trending. And if Dave East is trending about Faizon Love talking about Dave Funkin', I ain't talking about that shit. That's just me. This is my podcast. So you can go to motherfucking Rogan's podcast, and a lot of people compare me to Rogan. I don't know why, but that ain't got shit to do here. We ain't doing that shit here. I talk about the fuck I want to talk about. That's the difference between me and Rogan's podcast. A lot of people compare us, and I don't know why they compare us, but I talk about the fuck I want to talk about. I don't know what he talk about. I don't watch his podcast. So I'm gonna say this: the Agent A show, I talk about what the fuck I want to talk about, and don't compare me to Cuz podcast, because me and Rogan is two different podcasts. It's the Agent A show. Agent A is all we know. Real talk.